Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. So at the moment I assume that we are in circle wave 4. Okay, so this is in our yellow wave count, in which the larger degree fourth wave could have bottomed already on the 13th of April after the fourth wave began here around the 11th of March. Okay, so we have this move to the downside, which could be considered a complete correction in a fourth wave. Again, it might have bottomed there. What do we need to see as first evidence that indeed we have bottomed? Well, it's going to be a 5-wave move to the upside, as you know, in the yellow scenario. And this 5-wave move to the upside, would have to be a diagonal pattern. So I cannot really justify this as an impulse to the upside. So what we shared in the last video was, in the last videos, was that so far we completed 3 waves. Would have liked to see a little higher in the third, but as I said, it already completed the minimum requirements, and it's now come down a little bit too low for a further continuation within circle wave 3. So I now anticipate that we are already in the fourth wave, in the circle wave 4 of this 5-wave move that started on the 13th of April. I need these 5 waves to get further confirmation that indeed the entire correction, the larger correction, finished on the 13th of April. Unfortunately, price action here in this low area is a bit ambiguous. I will not rule out that a different wave count applies here in case you have a different solution there, but that's fine. Key is not to necessarily have the perfect wave count, but it's about having a count that works. Okay, that is practical, that works for trading, for investing, and that can tell us when the market might deviate from the suggested pathway. For now, not much happened. We are the support area is still intact. It's the same support area that I showed you yesterday, but it certainly failed to make one more high. Well, it made one more high, but did not quite stretch to test the March highs, which I preferred. Therefore, I now assume that we are in circle wave 4, at least. Could have topped in the larger B wave. That's the short-term bearish count, right? But I won't be able to confirm that until we break below 3,330. Which is the 50% fib level, but even then it might still find support at the golden ratio level, but then it would be a little bit too low. So I would like it to hold here. I mean, here I'm going to add that ideally price holds here. We don't want the price to break below that 50%, ideally not. If it happens, it's technically valid, you know, it's technically valid in a fourth wave of a diagonal, but I've seen it many times, you know, if the 50% threshold breaks, typically they fail. I've added also, in addition, some additional levels to watch, like in the white box. Those are the Fibonacci extensions based on the microstructure that we are dealing with here, because I can consider this move down into the May low, well, not May lows, into the 23rd of May low here as an A wave. This rally that topped on Monday as a B wave in yellow. And now we are moving down in the C wave of wave 4 already. That increases the odds of the yellow count if this is a high B wave, because it is bullish. And then we could hold this area. Specifically, we need to watch 3,567 next. That is the 100% extension. Key level, also in the area of the previous swing low. The 38.2 retracement has a good overlap with the 1.236 extension. So we have some Fibonacci confluence there at around 3,470. That's also a really, really important level. And let's see if the price reacts there. And then we have some further levels to watch down to 3,330. Ideally, the price turns around somewhere in this region and starts the wave 5, which would also be an A, B, C structure. And should take us, or could take us, at least close to a new all-time high, maybe already into new all-time high territory. Again, this B wave could have topped. I have no evidence for that because the movements to the downside appear corrective at the moment. So I give the bulls at the moment the benefit of the doubt, and it takes minimally a break below 3,330 to confirm further that the white count is leading, which is the short-term bearish scenario. Until then, as I said, I give the bulls the benefit of the doubt and can give you a target here for the 5th wave once we have a low in place for wave 4. I mean, we can double check just by using the initial 1-2 setup which extension was reached in the third, and I think it was sort of the 200%, probably the 1.786 or so. And then typically we're looking for 2 or 3 levels higher in the fifth wave. So yeah, we reached the area, okay, between the 1.786 and the 200% extension here, which means in the fifth wave, I'm going to look for 4,280, maybe even 4,460. But that can be further calculated, yeah, more precisely once Circle Wave 4 has bottomed. That's my update about Ether. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.